Medellin, Colombia. Is it a tropical paradise or an expat's nightmare? Let's get into it. You know, Medellin, Colombia has become a magnet for expats from all over the world looking for a lower cost of living. But as these newcomers take over the city, there's an undercurrent of frustration that has been building amongst the locals, and I'm here to break it down for you. So in today's video, I'm going to be explaining why there's so much tension and why so many foreigners are losing their lives in Colombia.
See, I don't know why, what the motive is.
Zhang had visited Colombia in the past, posting photos and videos to social media as recently as October with an unidentified woman.
I'm with my girl.
The embassy's alert indicated officials do not believe all 8 of the deaths are linked and said they've seen an increase in reports of incidents involving the use of online dating applications to lure victims, typically foreigners, for robbery by force or using sedatives to drug and rob individuals. Often the reports coming from major Colombian cities like Medellin, Cartagena, and Bogotá.
Nos afecta bastante porque nosotros tenemos ingresos en pesos colombianos, tenemos salarios, así estemos bien estudiados, bien preparados, que si los comerciantes y la gente empieza a subir los precios para que los extranjeros paguen cosas que...
Medellin has long been an affordable haven attracting folks looking for a high quality of life without a hefty price tag. However, as more expats move in, the demand for housing has skyrocketed. This surge has driven rent prices through the roof, and I know this firsthand. Now, with rent prices going through the roof, it is making it very tough for locals to afford to live in their own neighborhoods, which would frustrate anybody. So what was once a steal for a Colombian is now out of reach for a lot of families. And so this is all because of the growing expat population. Now follow me here because this is going to explain a lot of what's going on. Again, I just want to give you guys a concise viewpoint into why there are a lot of expats that have been losing their lives, because it's really just a response to what's going on in Colombia. So this rapid increase in living costs has led to a significant strain on local residents.
Llegando, saliendo con muchachos y su cumpleaños y todo eso. Sí. ¿Qué piensa de eso?
Next, let's talk about culture. We've gotten the cost of living out the way. We've talked about that. Let's talk about culture. These are things that you got to be paying attention to. So you almost should have a pen and a pad at this point, or at least your notepad and your phone, right? Let's talk about one thing that you never pay attention to as an expat moving to a city, but you should. Guys, Medellin is a city deeply rooted in tradition and community spirits. From the large festivals to the close-knit neighborhoods, the culture there is rich and unique. However, with the arrival of so many expats who sometimes come with an air of arrogance and a lack of respect for local customs, there's been a noticeable shift in the energy in Colombia. See, some expats are coming over and treating Medellin like their own playground, ignoring the values, ignoring the traditions. And guess what? That cultural insensitivity has created a very large rift between locals and the expat community. This is definitely leading to a growing resentment and a lot of frustration amongst the different groups. So the sense of community and respect that once prevailed is being overshadowed by a sense of entitlement and disregard for local ways. And let's not forget the dating scene. Medellin's friendly and welcoming vibe has always been a draw, but the dynamic has changed with more expats entering the mix. Many come with perceived notions and stereotypes about Colombian women, often approaching dating with a sense of entitlement. Now, this behavior not only disrespects the local women, but it's also disrupting the traditional dating culture there as well. So locals are starting to feel that the heartfelt connections that they once knew are being replaced by superficial and transactional relationships. So, and with that being said, it's important to note that not all expats are guilty of these behaviors. Many come to Medellin with the respect and the desire to integrate into the local culture, which a lot of my friends have definitely taken on a lot of the traditions. They've learned the language and they're out there building meaningful relationships with locals. But guys, at the end of the day, it only takes a few bad apples to spoil the bunch. And unfortunately, the negative actions of some have overshadowed the positive contributions of others. These respectful expats often feel the backlash meant for their less considerate counterparts, which can create an even more complex social dynamic. Just kind of keep it short and sweet. It's kind of hard to mingle with expats when you know that there's an overgrowing sentiment about what expats are doing. So you have to be very careful of who you're hanging with, which, makes sense. And so let's kind of get down to one of the reasons why I created this video, just to add balance, right? Many content creators are promoting Medellin, highlighting all the fantastic aspects of the city, and rightfully so. Medellin is amazing, but it's crucial for everyone planning to visit to be wary of these overly positive portrayals. The reality is Medellin is fed up with certain types of expats and travelers who don't show respect for the local culture and the community. YouTubers often present an idealized version of Medellin, focused on the beautiful scenery, the nightlife, and the affordability. However, they rarely discuss the challenges that come with the influx of foreigners, the rising cost of living, the cultural classes, and the strained relationships. So it's important to seek out a balanced perspective and understand both the beauty and the complexities of living in Medellin. So hopefully this adds a little bit to that balance. So, let's go on and get to it. Let's address the elephant in the room. Here's a serious twist. Gangs have found a way to exploit this situation. They're turning robbing expats and travelers into a very, very lucrative business. The influx of relatively wealthy foreigners has made them prime targets. So these criminal groups are becoming increasingly sophisticated, using the city's popularity and the influx of money to their advantage. They employ various tactics, from pickpocketing in crowded areas to more organized crimes like home invasions and muggings. Some gangs even run elaborate scams, posing as friendly locals or tour guides to gain the trust of unsuspecting expats before robbing them. So the presence of these gangs has added a very, very crucial and dangerous layer and tension to this situation. So this is making it even more crucial for expats to be aware and cautious. And also they use Tinder to do a lot of these crimes, and I have a few videos on that. I'll link the videos in the description so that you can check those out. So make sure you are aware of what's going on Tinder.
Is the U.S. Embassy giving travelers, because a lot of people travel to Colombia?
Yeah, a lot of people do, that's for sure. The advice actually applies to pretty much anywhere that you're dating. When you find people online, a lot of it is, if you meet a stranger, go to a public place. We hear that time and time again. Also, tell friends and family your plans, where you're going, details about the person, and even what app you used. This one, though, is more crime-oriented. They say don't resist physically if you are being robbed. They say people who do that, they are more likely to be killed. And also, importantly, in pretty much all situations, trust your instincts. If something feels off, just get away. But with all of these advisories and warnings out there, it might be a good idea just to put that phone down, stop swiping while you're visiting Colombia for a little bit.
Good advice, Stephen Romo. All right, man, we thank you for that.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app, or follow us on social media.
Medellin has seen a very disturbing increase in violence against foreigners. According to recent reports, over 30 foreign nationals have lost their lives in various violent incidents. So these alarming statistics highlight the growing danger and the need for increased vigilance among the expat community. The local authorities are doing their best to combat this rise in crime, but the sheer volume of expats and the lucrative nature of these crimes make it a challenging battle. So this situation has led to increased security measures in popular expat areas and heightened sense of vigilance among residents and visitors alike. So for expats, it's crucial to stay informed about safe practices like avoiding certain areas after dark, not displaying your wealth openly, and being cautious with new acquaintances. So what can be done to bridge the gap? Well, honestly, it starts with the mutual respect and understanding. Expats need to be mindful of their impact, embrace the local culture, learn the language, and be considerate of how your actions affect the community. Small gestures like participating in local events, supporting local businesses, and showing genuine interest in Colombian traditions can go a long way. While working together and respecting each other, both the locals and the expats can create a harmonious environment where everyone can enjoy the beauty and the richness of that incredible city. So that is all for now. Make sure you stay tuned for more updates. And as always, I'm here to help you navigate the world and enjoy life on your own terms. Take care, everyone. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.